Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So this is going to be a video. Um, I hate always going back and saying, oh, with all the new people I have on my channel and new people who are new to mixed media, art journaling, ATC cards, that kind of thing. I want to show, to them uh how they can use things at home and how, that kind of stuff. And like I said, this year I've decided I'm going to do more in-depth videos, not just beginners. I want to do more, of what I love to do. I love doing beginners as well, but I love doing the layers and more complicated, and I know you guys ask for that a lot. But since I'm not feeling that great today and I've been getting a lot of these questions about mixed media, I thought I would do just a quick video on this. Now, um, there's a million different ways mixed media can be used. This is just I think this is a mixed media. You can get these Canton mixed medias tablets. So and what that means is that you can do mixed media on here. I happen to love doing it more on watercolor paper or Bristol even, because it's a bit thicker. However, believe me, I've worked in moleskins. I have regular, just paper like this. I do it in these too. If I got to get my husband on camera. If you knew how many of these I've had and I've gone through and that I pick up every time I go to the store, I mean, these are good. So I am going to grab a couple of these and do a giveaway coming up. So keep your eyes open. To you guys so you guys have something to work in, these come in a million different sizes. So I'll discuss that more when we get there. Okay, so all I'm working in is a mixed media. I tell you guys, listen, work on printer paper, work on what's this called? Inexpensive scrapbook paper. Go to your local craft store, AC Moore, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Joann's, Tuesday morning even. And you can get these kind of papers for sometimes 40 cents a piece, 50 cents a piece. You don't need a pretty picture. You don't need, this could be green and red and Christmas all over. It doesn't matter because we're going to be working on top of it. I am going to have more journals and whatnot for sale, different sizes, different kind of things going on. And I'm also going to, well, that's another video as well. Oh, I could go on forever. Okay. Forever, ever? Forever, ever. Okay, so here we go. We're starting on just the mixed media paper like I showed you. And I'm using this because I've already done paint on it. And that becomes layer 1 of your mixed media. And this was just stuff that I popped off, right? That I was like, oh, I'm doing something and I put my stencil backwards to get that extra paint off. And then I go back working on what I was working on, back and forth. So this becomes a layer in your mixed media. Now, mixed media means using different medias. So what would happen now is, okay, so we have some acrylic paint. Let's get some ink pads, and I'm using Distress Oxide because I'm obsessed with these lately. However, use whatever you have. If you have a couple extra bucks, go buy yourself, well, these are fantastic. Go buy yourself some StazOn or archival ink or Memento. Use a coupon. Go to your local craft store. Now listen, Joann's, I don't know if you know this, but Joann's Fabrics, if you go into their store and you have a AC Moore coupon, a Joann's coupon, a Michael coupon, a Hobby Lobby coupon, all in the same order that you buy, you can get a coupon off of things that are not on sale. So if you go and you're like, you know what, I want to buy 3 ink pads. So you go and you get, let's say the brand StazOn. You can get Memento, you can get Archival, you can get these. And well, let's do these because they're sitting here. And you go up and you have these 3 and they're not on sale. They're normal price, which I got these off of Blitsy, which if you want to check out Blitzy, they give you up to 70% off of all your craft stuff that you buy, up to 70. Some are more, some are less. And I love it. I buy from there all the time. The link will be down below. They have every craft you could possibly want. They have ink pads, they have stamps, they have books, they have acrylic paints, they have watercolor paints, they have blah, blah, blah. I mean, they have everything, scissors, paintbrushes, sewing. Oh dear, geez, so Pete's, they sell the machines like the Big Shots and oh, everything. Fun, fun, fun. So I'll put that link down below. Go check it out. If you don't want to support me, you know, you don't want to buy under my link, that's cool. Don't use my link and, you know, go check it out. But it is, you know, it is great, great stuff there. Anyway, that's where I got all these. Okay, so we have these three. So you go to your Joann's and they're not on sale. So you use Joann's coupon for that, AC Moore coupon for that, and Hobby Lobby for that, which they're usually what, 40, 50% off. And then you can use them all in one order and get it. You see what I'm saying? And then here you have 3 colors. My suggestion always is, and I know all my old school peeps with me is gonna know what I'm gonna say. You always do your red, orange, yellow, Roy G. Biv, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple, and black and white. Now, obviously, white does not come in these things. You don't need it, but you know, there's black, and so you do your Roy G. Biv, and then you can start from there. If you can only do Roy one day, just do Roy. It doesn't matter. Use your coupons and they will really help save you money and be able to get stuff to be able to play around a little bit more. Okay? But, okay. All right. So I'm going to go in with, this is worn lipstick. I'm not going to use broken china because I already have the blue on there, but you know, I'm going to use me some twisted citron because it's one of my favorite colors. Get off there. Okay. So I'm just opening them for ease. And I'm going to take, it's not going to really matter what you use. So I'm going to use this one. Oh, and then I'll tell you where else is a fun thing. And I'm going to use this one. It says Princess. I'm digging this one lately. At AC Moore and Michaels know them. They have up at the front usually this big like wire buckety thing where it's like clearance and whatnot, and you can get like a lot of these stamps very, very cheap. You know what I mean? 50 cents, 2 for $1, 99 cents, $1 a piece. So always check out the clearance because you never know what goodie you're gonna get. You know, and for 50 cents, how can you go wrong? Now I know sometimes it's hard to have extra 50 cents, so please don't take that the wrong way. Believe me, I know. But if you have a couple extra bucks and that's what you want to do, then let's do it. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my green. Now this is not going to matter what print, how much of the print that you get. We are going, this background's a texture. We can always go over it again if you want these to be a main something. And you're thinking, how is this going to be a main? It's a mess. That's the fun part. Okay, so I'm just stamping to bring some of this color in. Not a big deal. That's what I like to do. And I like to only do a little bit because, cover this one up, because I'm going to go over it again. And then I'm going to go in with how appropriate, pink and pink. And you see, we're just adding a little bit, and you can do black as well. I'll do black just to show you with the words. Okay, and you see, I want that little bit of a peep in there, you know? Okay, now I'll go in with, oh, I've been loving on this. Come on, baby. And I'm going to just push this in and add some black. Doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, so that becomes our next layer. So we have our acrylic paint and we have some ink pads. So we have 2 layers. So we are mixed media-ing. Okay, so I'm going to hit this. and dry this. I'm not going to worry how dry it is, if it smears, because I'm not going for clarity at the moment. Okay, now remember, this can be your notebook or whatever you want. I picked a canvas. That's what I wanted to say. This could also be a canvas. I picked this because I already had the paint on the bottom and dried, and you didn't have to sit and wait for it to dry. Do you know what I mean? Instead, I'd rather talk to you. Lucky you. Now what I'm going to do is pick a color, and I think I'm going to pick this light pink. Now, I like to do white, and y'all know what I'm going to do next anyway. I'm going to take an old credit card, or maybe you have a lid to something, or plastic that came in a stamp or something like that. Whatever you have. And I'm going to kind of just give some squirts. He doesn't like to give a few squirts. Gives just some extra color. No water, no nothing. And I'm going to take this, and I'm going to scrape it. And what this is going to do, and hey, go whatever ways you want. Now you can see I have texture here. If you want to let that dry like that, by all means, maybe I will. But what this is doing is pushing the majority of that color to the back, and you're going to see that pink up front, right? And that's kind of where I want to be. Now, if this is too pink or too covered for you, that you want more of that bottom coming through, all you have to do is find your squirt bottle, is take your water, give it a squirt, wherever you want it, and you can scrape it off. Or what I like to do is, you just give it a wipe. And you'll see some of that coming through. And that's beautiful. So I'm going to do that with this whole bottom. I kind of dig that. Yeah. There we go. And you see how that comes through a little bit? And if you're like, I'm going to take some there, do that. So then I'm going to wipe this off. So then here we are, mixed media. We did another layer. Now it's not a different layer because the bottom was acrylic, but it is another layer. And I'm going to dry this real quick. And you see how that, like, the words are coming through, and you're still getting some of that we stamped in the beginning. And I'm just going to dry this. If you don't have a heat gun, I always say go to your local thrift store, because they always have hair dryers there. And if you can't get to your local thrift store, in all honesty, put on, a YouTube video, one of your favorite YouTubers or what have you, and just sit and watch a video. And by the time that video is over, it'll be dry. Or go make yourself a cup of tea or hot chocolate or lunch, whatever. And it'll be dry, because you don't have to, actually work it to make it so dry. I just kind of do my own thing. All right, so now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, this stencil, and then I'm going to take my new obsession. Okay. And I'm going to take a couple colors. I'm going to take some brighter colors, some dark, don't want red, blue, maybe we'll do orange, and maybe we'll see what green does. I don't know. Let's see. And these are distress crayons. These are water soluble. Okay, so if you don't have these and you have your Neo Color 2s, those are the watercolor crayons, use those. If you don't have that, you want to use watercolor paint, go ahead. If you have regular crayons, use them. If you have, what else is there that's water soluble? There's so many different, a water soluble marker. water-soluble oil pastels. Whatever you have, use. And if you use crayons, what I'll tell you to do is, if you want to get, I don't have crayons here. I'll have to do that in another video. I'll do a quick tip. You can color these all in and then hit it with your heat gun or your hair dryer, and it kind of like makes them shiny and that kind of thing. So I'll do a video and show you guys what I mean, because you definitely can use that as well. So I'm just going in here, and no rhyme or reason, I'm going to go in with purple seedless preserve, and this is what they look like. But like I said, anything you have. And I'm just going to go in and mark. Just do some marks. And then I will go in with some green. One of my favorite colors. I don't want to use these because I love them so much, but what's the point of having them if you don't use them? I just like them. Okay. Some pink. Some blue. Blue. Okay. And orange. Okay. Okie doke. Do some downhill. Now, what I like to do is I like to take a little, you guys know the makeup wedges. They do sell tools. They sell like, oh, I can't remember the brand name. I've used them before. They're like little sticks with like a Q-tip on top. You can also use a Q-tip if you want. You can take the back of your paintbrush and just put a little toilet paper or paper towel and use that too. Go light to dark. So I will start with the green, and I'm going to just kind of maybe dampen this just a little bit, not too wet. And just kind of go. And now remember, you can put a little bit of Mod Podge on here if you want, or glue or whatever, and make all this permanent. Make it, put it with your water, and as you smudge it, it will do a little bit like this. It'll become permanent. I'm not going to do that today, but just doing a little bit here. You don't necessarily have to smudge these out. I'm really not going for see how I did that? I'm not going for so much a certain look. I just want that I like this. Okay. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. It's not your page. Okay. You know what? I'm digging the pink and orange. I think maybe let me just, and you can, you can wet these. You can do whatever way you want to do these to get them wet. Spray it. It doesn't matter. I'm going to have to get more of my favorite colors. Okay. You can see I'm going over colors. I don't care. Just adding a little bit. Purple, purple, you're purple. Do some of these circles with purple. Yeah, yeah. Okay. And I'll tell you the green, but the green didn't really show up like I wanted it to. Did not. We'll still just do a little bit. All right, that's all I'm going to do with those. I'm going to grab him again. I'm going to wet him. This time I'm going to squeeze him. Have him damp. And just a little bit. Nothing. Just a little wetness there. Help spread it a little bit. Okay. And then we lift up. And you see how it just continues? It's a lot of fun. I know. How much fun can you have? Well, you can have a lot of fun. Now, that is obviously another layer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some clear Mod Podge. Now, let me move this. This is my Mod Podge paper. It's in matte. I love it. Do you have to have this? No. Use your regular Mod Podge. Just know that sometimes it can end up a little tacky, not tacky, it dries, but a little sticky. And for some people, and I don't know if it's where you live, I don't know what it is. I don't know why it does that. Get this clean. But it does. For some people. But honestly, it doesn't really bother me. But I'm going in. This is specifically for paper. And I'm not gonna like scrub because I don't want those colors to lift too much. I know they're going to lift a little bit because obviously, you know, I'm putting water essentially on this. But not too much. And you can see it's not smearing too much. So don't be scared. Don't be scared. That's all I'm doing. And if I miss a little bit, you know, I can go back and just kind of do a dab. Angie in the house. Angie. Dabbing for Angie today. Okay, and there you go. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to throw that in my water. I'm going to put this down. Now, washi tape and me, we're not the best of friends. But I'm going to take some of this washi tape. And I'm going to, while the glue is a little bit wet, not caring where, I'm going to place it. Because when I use washi tape, this stuff does not stay down. I don't know if it's me. I don't know, maybe if it's the Jersey air. Because I'm in New Jersey. Get it? New Jersey air. But I'm just going to lay it down. No rhyme or reason. I'm just going to go with my fingers a little bit. Make sure. Then this becomes what? What does this become? Another part of your mixed media. So we have acrylic paint. We have water-soluble distress crayons. We have stamps that we put on with our ink. We have some paper Mod Podge, which that's also a media. We have, I just lost the name of that, washi tape. I'm going to dry it. I'm going to do one more thing, and then we're going to let it completely dry, and then I will finish this tomorrow because I want this to really dry, and then I will finish this tomorrow, and I think I'm going to draw something on here. I'm not sure. But I want to dry this first. And I'm going to, at the end, I'm going to use some pan pastels. I get asked a lot about pan pastels, which are just pastels really, but they're in a pan. And we're going to add that on here too so I can show you. Now let me show you. I don't think I have, no. I have this, but I don't want to use this right now. It's this. Look at all my stuff. I have a bunch of this, so I just want to kind of see, because I might rip that up and put that around. I don't know. I better not. Okay, so you see we got this, and I used my Mod Podge paper, you know, with just some of this. Now, if you want to put more of the washi tape around, maybe you have different kinds. I think I gave a lot of mine to my daughter, Emily, but maybe not. Maybe I have some more somewhere over there in that mess that I have to go through. However, I think you're getting, you know, you're picking up what I'm putting down. Now, something I'm going to do, you don't have to do it at this point. I'm going to take a little bit of gesso, I'm going to use white. I love this. I love the way this looks. But I think I'm going to scrape some white. I can't help it. Just like a little bit. Oh, it's not wanting to come out. Do you see? I'm just doing little ploops. Okay? And when I say little ploops, y'all know what I'm talking about. Look at this. This came, can you see this? No. Nope. This came with that stamp. So if you don't have a credit card or a library card or whatever, I don't even know. Now look at this. Because y'all know I'm a grungy girl. I don't make no qualms about that. I love me some grunge. And like I said, you can go the opposite way. If you want to have your paper towel or whatever and clean this, right? Oh my gosh. Step off, please. Step back there. And then go the opposite way. If you know, to pick up a little bit more or to spread it a little bit more, do it. Now you can still see all that, but now I added another layer. And the reason I used the gesso is I'm going to go in with a few, you know, another layer of something. I'm just not sure yet. And so, yeah, so I wanted to, you know, push some of that back, but keep it. And when I do the face or whatever I end up doing on here, which I'll probably rip this out to do it, but I'll probably have it off center on one of the sides. But I don't know what way I'm going to do it. Maybe I'll turn it the opposite way. Maybe I don't know. So this is too dry. So this will be finished probably tomorrow. I'll do a quick video and finish it tomorrow. Well, quick, my quick. But yeah, so we have mixed media started. And like I said, there's a lot more we can do and that we will do and add, but I'm going to let this dry. And I'm going to hold this up for you real quick just to kind of see, because I don't know how well. All right, we're going to start over here. Look at that. Look how pretty it is. I don't know why I'm getting silent. I'm like, here it comes. My broken nail. And you see how you see the words still, some of it coming through, and you know what I mean? So I don't know if I will do it this way or this way. I don't know, but we will see tomorrow. So I'm just going to let that all dry, because drying it with the heat gun works fantastically, but I really want it to dry so it doesn't, you know, necessarily lift up as I keep working. I don't know. I might put some yellow in it. I don't know. I'm going to have to let it dry and see. So, as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. Progress, not perfection. All you guys who are beginners, I hope you're enjoying the beginning, me showing you, you know, some of the beginning steps and things. You guys are loving stuff to use at home in your art, so I got more of those coming up, as well as I have more advanced stuff coming up for some of you who, you know, might have been beginners last year. I love you guys so very much. Again, check out Blitsy. The link is down below. It is a fantastic place. I've not had any issues with them. As a matter of fact, last week I ordered, was it last week when I got the little, yeah, it had to have been when I got the little distress inks. I screwed up and I put my payment as the wrong thing, and it came through my bank account rather than my PayPal account. And which was devastating because I had bills coming through and it was a mess. Anyway, I emailed them because you can't call them now. They changed that, but I emailed them, and in a day and a half, they had it all fixed for me. And they had it, they took it, put it back in, they took it out where it was supposed to be. They were so nice and so kind. I mean, I can't complain about them. I love buying the stuff from there. Plus, I don't like leaving the house. So there's that too. I love you guys so very much. Give me a thumbs up if you like my videos and like what I do. And share me around because I really appreciate it. And if you just found me and you would like to be please click that subscribe button down below and click the bell next to it, which will notify you when I upload, which is usually 4 to 5 times a week. I'm struggling this week a little bit. I think I've only done 2 or 3. I can't remember, but I'm hoping to be back on my horse now. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.